Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Could Be Worse. My name is Tyler. This is Dom.
Hello, what's up, everyone?
We're back from our July 4th hiatus.
Yes, we needed a week off from this hard work we've been doing.
We were working tirelessly behind the scenes to secure the release of WNBA superstar Brittany Griner, and that's the real reason we missed. We thought, what better way to celebrate our nation's independence than to secure the freedom of a black LGBTQ individual from the clutches of the communist pigs in Russia.
I mean, how can I do this show? I'm busy emailing every Russian oligarch there is.
Right.
Trying to get that bitch released, you know?
I mean, how many boxes does that check? We're supporting women, we're supporting black women, we're supporting the LGBTQ community, and we're supporting Ukraine.
And the WNBA. And I mean, if any of that list needs the most support, it's the WNBA.
Yeah, that's the acronym that's in the most trouble in this country.
Yeah, how about take out that Ukrainian flag out of your Instagram bio and replace it with the WNBA logo?
I was gonna say a team, but I don't think I know the links. There's a links, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. We could.
Do they have a Magic too, or is that just the NBA? Because I know the NBA has a Magic, but I think they might. Do they have one?
I don't know. Do the teams still do like? Because I remember, like, women's teams would just do like the lady and then whatever the other team is. Like the Lady Cougars or the. They don't do that, do they?
Like that? No, that's like what they do at like a small suburban high school.
Yeah, that's like middle school intramurals.
Okay, here we go. I pulled it with I used my producer talents.
I think there's only like 12 teams.
So there's the Los Angeles Sparks.
Okay, I know that they win a lot. I know that.
The Seattle Storm.
Okay.
The Dallas Wings. The Atlanta Dream.
Mm-hmm.
The Charlotte Sting. Which like Charlotte Hornets, that's pretty like.
Okay.
I feel like that's a crossover.
That makes sense.
The Sacramento Monarchs.
Okay, this is definitely never heard of that one. I'm not even gonna pretend.
I think it's funny that Sacramento gets a WNBA team. I didn't know that was a major market.
Well, are they looking for major markets? Is that what the goal of this is?
Well, I feel like you need a lot of people. Like if you bring it to a city of like I don't know. 5 million people or whatever. I don't know.
I think it's less of a market thing and more of a whatever city had like a circuit city closed down. They just renovated that.
They built the court in an old closed down circuit city. There's old like PlayStation 2s like sitting in a pile. That's like the bleachers are just stacked like PlayStation 2 boxes.
Yeah, it's just folding chairs in an old warehouse.
They have a killer sound system in there though. Bose surround sound, Dolby 5.1.
Well, yeah, they got all the old shit that they couldn't sell.
I'm trying to see the San Antonio Stars, the Cleveland Rockers. That's pretty sick.
I feel like there's been stars multiple times already said, no?
Yeah. Wait, there is. There's the San Antonio Stars, and then there's the Utah Stars with 2Z.
What the fuck? With this...
I can't make this
up. All right, I mean...
There's the Utah Stars, and then there's the San Antonio Stars.
The less flamboyant stars.
And then there's also the Connecticut Sun, which is technically a star as well. And the Miami Soul. There's also two Sun teams.
Like SOL?
There's the Connecticut Sun, there's the Miami Soul, the San Antonio Stars, and the Utah Stars.
Oh my god!
There's the Tulsa Shocker, and then their logo is just the fingers.
Yeah, it's just a fist.
Minnesota Lynx, I was right about that one. Washington Mystics, ooh,
okay.
Indiana Fever,
the Fort Lauderdale Scissors.
Yeah, it's kind of the Las Vegas Aces. Because they play cards in Vegas. That's a pretty creative one.
Sure.
The Portland Fire, because the city burns to the ground every 4 months.
The cement milkshakes.
Oh, wait, no. the Detroit Shock. So there's the Tulsa Shock and the Detroit Shock. Dude,
what the fuck is wrong with the WNBA?
The commissioner of the WNBA is fucking hammered. That guy is drunk, dude. He's got like 9 suns, 3 stars, and 2 shocks.
Someone please investigate the fucking owner of the WNBA, please, for the love of God.
It's got to be like a tax scam or something. Some like, probably some Russian oligarch. It's like his tax scam.
I mean, if you told me you played for the Tampa Bay fucking Shocks, I would assume that's a no-show job too.
Yeah, that's like on The Sopranos when they like all like the no-show jobs where they all just sit in a circle and sun themselves at the construction yard and eat like gabagool sandwiches. That's what the WNBA is. Just a bunch of hairy Italian dudes sitting in like a circle. There's no game. They're just sitting in the middle of the court in a circle of chairs.
Yeah.
Smoking cigarettes and making racist comments about who their daughters are dating.
Well, it's no mystery now why the fall of the Italian mob coincided with the rise of women's basketball.
Yeah, the WNBA is just La Costa Nostra rebranded.
They had to find a way to launder money a different way, Hey, Vinny, what if we get 6'4" bitches to play basketball?
Yeah, dude, we figured it out. We can move on from that. We've reached the bottom of that topic.
Sure.
But the reason we brought that up, I was going to say, Brittany Griner, she pled guilty in Russia to drug possession, so...
Yeah, she must be shitting bricks, my man.
Things are not looking good for her. The only thing standing between her and 10 years in a Russian gulag is President Biden. And I don't know, if I was in her shoes, I don't know how confident I would feel, but, maybe that's just my political biases seeping through.
I mean, how has he not gotten her out? I'm not gonna do the whole Trump would have gotten her out or some shit, but I mean, he freed Kodak, and I'm sure he's murdered people.
Lil Wayne, Kodak, dude.
They probably have bodies. I mean, what the fuck has Brittany? You can't get Brittany Griner back, man.
I mean, maybe he's working on freeing Young Thug and Gunna.
I mean, what the fuck is Kamala Harris doing, dude?
Probably putting them in jail in the first place. She was probably in charge of the RICO case against YSL. Yeah. That's her like vice presidential initiative. Stop that damn music. That's her.
Her next like fucking State of the Union speech, she's gonna have to do it because Biden won't be able to. She's just reading fucking Gunna lyrics on the stand.
Dude. Speaking of politicians, I read this morning that the former prime minister of Japan got clapped up.
Oh yeah, he got absolutely popped. Yeah.
Do you see with like a fucking like homemade? It looked like one of those like Revolutionary War.
He hit him with a fucking like sawed-off musket that he pulled out of his sleeve.
Yeah, dude. It was like this homemade, because guns are super illegal in Japan.
Yeah.
So nobody has guns, but it was like this former like Japanese Navy dude who like made this big like homemade shotgun.
Yeah, like some Sherlock Holmes shit where it just like comes out on like a little arm out of your sleeve.
Yeah, and he just took him out.
That's fucking crazy. See, folks, the whole country doesn't have guns, and the dude gets popped. How are none of our politicians getting popped? We literally have 13 guns per capita in this country. I don't know what's going on.
I was going to say, you got to think Biden's watching this, and he's just like, anyone want another stimulus check?
Yeah, it's going to be 1,400 this time.
If Japanese politics is anything like consumer electronics, then they're probably about like 2 to 3 years ahead of us still.
Right.
So if you're looking at this as an American politician of like, shit, they already got the Blu-ray. Okay, we got to catch up.
We're still in the Panasonic VHS stage of shooting our politicians.
We're like still fucking around with Laserdisc, and they're already on the 4K bullshit. So, I mean, if you're an American politician, I would really, keep your head on the swivel. Not because us or any of our fans are going to do anything.
No.
Just clarify that I am just a passive observer, okay?
Listen. I'll run on the campaign slogan, shoot politicians, not babies. How about that? I'd run on that.
Something like somebody, I don't know if this is a good thing to put on the internet, but
Well,
somebody has to get killed, right?
right. It seems
Just
that way.
logically, I'm not saying somebody has to get killed, like go out and kill your local senator. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm saying somebody might be thinking that out there who I don't know and will never interact with. Don't bother checking my phone logs. I'm just saying that like could be a thing that someone's thinking. And then I was kind of thinking of like, again, this is, may get me some trouble here, but if we have to throw one to the wolves, if for the betterment of our country, somebody's got to go.
If we had to drag someone up the steps of an Incan temple,
yes,
and take a knife made out of bone, if we had to pick one,
carve their still beating heart out of their chest.
If we had to live stream eating the organs of one politician,
Hillary Clinton eating somebody's heart on live television.
Hey, that would get me on the Hill Dog train. If she ate Joe Biden's heart for the Democratic candidate nomination, if Hillary Clinton eats Joe Biden's heart on live television, I don't care about the emails, man.
I'm with her. Hashtag I'm with her. Hashtag Epstein who.
Hashtag I don't care. Kill Ghislaine too. I don't give a fuck.
Hashtag string that bitch up.
Hashtag Bill did nothing wrong. Hashtag what flight logs.
He was just catching a ride. But I've been thinking of like who would be the best. And I've figured it out. Maybe not the best, but the funniest political assassination, I think. And this was already they already headed in this direction, but I think the funniest political assassination would be Mike Pence.
Absolutely.
Because it's funny because the right would have to be mad because it's kind of their boy.
Yeah.
But not really. So they'd have to be like, he's on our team. Oh, man, we're so freaking mad about this.
Gosh darn it.
I'm so ticked. I am just ticked the heck off right now about this. And then the left, because they're all like, no violence and whatever,
Right.
They have to be like, ooh, shucks, man, that's a real stinker.
God. Oh, they shot him? Damn. They used a gun? An AR? Shit.
Did you say gut shot? Ooh, slow and painful. That's just too freaking bad, man. Darn it all to freaking heck, dude. I am just heated right now.
I think that would really, get the people together a little bit. I think that would start pushing the divide back.
And then people kind of go like, and then I think we'd have maybe a couple weeks where everyone's doing the oh shucks. And then it would start with memes and it would kind of seep through the collective consciousness that like, somebody had to go.
Yeah.
And it would be like a little subtle fist bump between the right and the left of like,
we need a little reach across the aisle. That's what people used to do in politics, right?
Right. And maybe a handshake, maybe a firm handshake, reaching across the aisle for a firm handshake. Maybe that's off the table.
Yeah.
But a sneaky little fist bump.
Yeah.
After watching Mike Pence get drawn and quartered by 4 horses in black masks on live television. That would be, I think, a starting point. And maybe that fist bump turns into a handshake eventually. But it's all about baby steps, folks.
Yeah. And, maybe you'll never be a full dap with the snap at the end. But, it's a step in the right direction. I agree.
I just think, this is another angle I was thinking about here.
Yeah. We're all about the angles.
If you were a serial killer,
Okay.
bear with me,
Yeah.
and you exclusively targeted members of the House of Representatives,
Right.
how long do you think it would take you to get caught?
Ooh.
I'm thinking 2 to 3 election cycles, maybe.
They'd let you just go for like decades, like the Unabomber.
By 2028, I think somebody would be like, hey, where do these guys keep going? Why do we have to keep having all these special elections? These guys keep disappearing on the walk to their car. That's really strange.
Yeah, whenever they're up for their 3rd term, their car blows up. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we don't need term limits. We just need a guy who's really good at cleaning his fingerprints off doorknobs and shit.
I'm pretty sure this
We
is
just need somebody who's really good at avoiding security cameras.
this is loosely the plot of one of the best films of all time, Law Abiding Citizen.
Oh, when you said,
Have you ever watched that?
I guess when you said best film of all time, I immediately thought of Mark Wahlberg's Shooter, but
Shooter works too, actually. Yeah.
it's like a hybrid. It's like Shooter meets Law Abiding Citizen. The politics of Shooter with the sort of general plot structure of Law Abiding Citizen.
Yeah. Russell Crowe and Mark Wahlberg team up to assassinate.
It's Gerard Butler, you monkey.
Dude, they're like the same guy. I swear to God.
Shape.
They are the same guy. 300, Gladiator. I get them mixed up.
Okay, all right. that's fair, actually.
Dude, they look
I'm following
the
like
same,
the
man.
strings in your brain, and I'm like, I do see how that could happen.
They have weird like northern white, like fucking like Welsh or fucking some weird shit. I don't know what that is, but yeah.
That would be a good. Yeah, I like that. That's our pitch. It's
Yeah.
like, okay,
Hollywood, are you listening?
it's like a January 6th revenge flick, sort of like a Shooter meets Law Abiding Citizen, and we want to keep the leads from those movies. So, is Mark Wahlberg available for a movie about assassinating Nancy Pelosi? Yes, he is. He's already on the phone. He's very interested. Great.
Yeah, they're gonna have to, instead of a whole elaborate plot on how they get in, Mark Wahlberg and fucking, whichever one we decided, Russell Crowe or Gerard Butler, I already forgot.
Why not both?
Fucking add all three. Them just strolling up the steps, the cops letting them in.
We're bankrolled by some very powerful people. So there's a blank check on this one.
Shit, did we do our Viacom ad already?
Whatever Koch brother's still alive has paid me a lot of money to make this thing. So Mark Wahlberg's in. He said he's in, but on the one condition that the politician he assassinates has to be Vietnamese. That's his one stipulation. I don't know why. I haven't looked much into his background or his history, but I say we give it to him. He's a big name, and we need this thing to make some waves at the theaters. Are we thinking IMAX, maybe?
I mean, obviously, I was assuming IMAX this whole time.
Right, definitely. You really need... We're going to get it. This is going to be this is how the show ends.
Yeah. Out of all the things we said, this is the problem.
Well, we're not really... I guess we are kind of making specific plans, but it's about a movie. This is not real... Listen. If you're a federal agent and you're listening to the show right now, what you have to understand is this is showbiz. This is entertainment. What we're talking about here, look, when you're in a pitch room, when you're pitching ideas and you're brainstorming, there are no bad ideas. There's nothing wrong you can say. It's about getting those ideas out and really just finding where you want the picture to go, And that's what we're doing here.
And sir, the agent, whoever's listening, if that pitch didn't, convince you, then, you're the guy. Listen, let's be honest. You're the guy that landed racist podcast duty in the CIA. All right? You work for the largest central intelligence agency in the world, and you're listening to this. So how about we just cut us some slack and let it go,
I have one more political topic, and then
We haven't done politics in a while. But
no, and I need to get it all out of my system. So this is the political episode.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair.
And this is longtime fans of the show will know that for a brief period in time, I was involved in a steamy romantic affair with Georgia House Representative member Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yes, that was your woman crush for a while.
Yeah, you may know her from, her many schizophrenic Twitter rants. Listen. My queen is off her lithium again, so...
She's off her lithium and back on AR-15s, so...
She's off the lithium and back on the Svedka, so she's had some fun tweets this week. And she's trying to... Because you know how everyone's trying to deflect, like on the right, trying to deflect from the gun violence thing, and they're blaming it on other shit.
Yeah.
So some people are saying, like, I don't know, various stupid things, but her... entry to the discourse where she thought that it was weed. That because apparently the guy who shot up that 4th of July parade was like, I don't know, posting like selfies of him taking bong rips or something on his Facebook. So in between videos of him like doing like a TED talk of his manifesto.
Yeah.
Like there was, I guess, picture of him with like half a blunt in his mouth. And so she latched onto that and she's like, I don't know. It's just some people get the munchies. Some people get tired. Some people take an AR-15 and shoot up a 4th of July parade. It affects everyone differently. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, it's a gateway drug into violence and shooting babies. I know how this goes. I've seen it a million times. You smoke some reefer, now you're shooting kids.
It literally, I don't know if you'll remember this or not, but back in the day, there was like a Facebook meme page called like Marijuana Makes You Violent.
Uh-huh.
And it was like a whole like meme page dedicated to like, like making fun of like reefer madness, just saying like,
yeah,
like tongue in cheek blaming like marijuana for mass shootings and stuff like that. Like this, like literally we have become the meme. People are unironic. Like that was a thing that like people on the right and people on the left were laughing at 5 years ago, going like, ha, isn't that so silly? We have now become, we are in the simulation.
Yeah. Well, we have completely lost touch of what the hell's going on. We're like bringing up issues that should have been solved in the 90s again.
Right.
It's like we're I don't know. It's fucking weed and racism and women's rights. All this shit's coming. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
And it's very funny talking to people now, because everyone has a very tragic story. I feel like.
For what?
Like when you talk to people, like if you ask somebody how's it going,
oh yeah,
the answer to that question is a nightmare. 11 times out of 10, like you used to say, oh, how's it going? Good, man. How about you?
Yeah.
Now it's like, how's it going? Bob has cancer. It's not looking good. They're giving him 6 months with chemo. You're like, oh,
yeah.
did you see the new episode of Yellowstone? That's every conversation is like, how's it going? Oh, horrible tragedy. Great. Stranger Things season 4, pretty good, huh?
Yeah, no, it's getting bad, man. Like in situations where people used to be able to fake without a problem.
Yeah.
People are like the masks, like the personality masks are breaking, bro.
It's slipping through the cracks. You're
Yeah.
seeing, because for the last couple of years, things have been rough, but many people have been holding it together. Many people have been crumbling. Many people have been holding it together.
Yeah.
And I think you're starting to see just like it's starting to ooze out through the crevices a little bit.
Yeah, you're starting to see the cracks forming. You're starting to see people sweating a little bit, you know?
And it's funny,
Their
like.
voice is cracking during that. Mondays, huh?
Yeah. I hate Mondays.
I hate Tuesdays. I hate Wednesdays too. I hate my wife. I hate my job and my kids.
I hate Mondays. Jim, where'd you get that knife, buddy? But why don't you put it down? We'll talk about this. I hate them. I don't like Mondays. Okay. Don't like Mondays. That's fair, man. You got that thing really close to my neck, and that's my jugular, and so you're pressing on it, and it's making me nervous.
Yeah. Oh shit. I think Gary's got a case of the Max Ammo magazine Mondays. You know? Gary from accounting's getting a little. His eyes been twitching all week. I don't know.
It is like this is pretty dark. We'll see if it works.
Oh, is it? I'd hate to be negative on here.
This is one of the one like July 4th, was last week.
Uh-huh.
And there's like that when it's like, oh, is that every like person that lives in like the nicest neighborhood of their city always does that thing where they're like, what is it? Fireworks or gunshots,
Yeah, yeah.
And you always kind of roll your eyes like, it's fireworks, dude. Like,
yes.
Shut up. You live in a gated community. Mm-hmm. This is the first year where that question is starting to become a little bit more like, oh, I mean, it's like 80-20 fireworks. Yeah. It's almost certainly probably fireworks.
Listen, this year, not only the dogs were scared, but just about every metropolitan citizen.
Yeah, the dogs are running around in circles in the apartment and their owners are falling close behind. Like, I need a Xanax. Fuck.
The dog's peeing on the couch and the family's putting on flak jackets in the basement.
Yeah. No, that's backwards, honey. You want that part up front. There you go.
Rufus, stop barking, shut the fuck up, and help me board up these fucking windows.
Okay, now the gasoline goes into the bottle, and then you stuff the rag here, okay?
I know, stop crying, sweetie, stop crying. I gotta turn off Yo Gabba Gabba, it's 4th of July. We gotta fight for our independence tonight.
It's time to fight for our lives and our souls, honey.
Just toddlers with sparklers, just waving.
Okay, now don't shoot the Roman candles till you see the whites of their eyes.
Oh, wait, but did you see? I don't know how much you spend on like Twitter. I don't know how much TikTok videos you see on Twitter, but are you referencing this?
No,
because I saw something this week. Did you see the girl in the Philly shooting? This like blonde white girl TikToker.
So just to clarify for everyone listening at home who may not be into TikTok, they are now putting mass shootings on TikTok. Is that what you're telling me?
It's the mass shooter trend.
We've reached that point in the simulation where acts of mass violence are being synced up to the latest Harry Styles song. Is that what's going on?
It's the new Doja Cat single, and then what you do is... No, all jokes aside, genuinely there was like this white blonde TikToker girl.
Right.
Who was in Philly. Like, I mean, what was the last shooting? Philly, right? That was last week or whatever.
It was...
I lost count.
No, it was Illinois. It was like Highland Park, I think. A suburb of Chicago.
Whatever the one that was literally on 4th of July, I believe.
Right.
Doesn't matter. It was a shooting, and it was literally this white girl walking through the streets of Philly with like fireworks going off in the background, and then in the background like distinct like different sound, which sounds like gunshots. And she's just walking down the street, just like, oh my god, that sounds like shooting. Imagine, and just like walking down the street, and it was
she
literally
just takes a stray in the arm. She's like, ah. Oh, it was the shooting.
Is that a firework? What was that? No
cap. That was a bullet.
But like,
oh, this is so mid.
This is so mid. Yeah.
Still talking like, dude, the Gen Z like language, like I go on Twitter, and if you look at any like sports or music, any like post of anything popular, it's just kids with like a photoshopped like young boy. What is his name? Fucking that rapper.
NBA YoungBoy.
Yeah, whatever. It's just a Photoshop Avi of him, and like the comments just like mid, or ratio, or like one word, like
yeah, dude.
Cap.
The Gen Z humor is very like, it's a little different. They just like say like little phrases.
Yeah,
and everyone just knows what it means or something. You know, we're boomers, man. We're old.
But like, yeah, that's very funny that we've literally arrived at the point where like,
well, no, and what's funny too is at one point like a guy running away from the shooting, the opposite direction, like stops, like she's still doing the TikTok filming. He stops
and does like a dance to "Juicy" by Doja Cat.
No. He grabs her arm. He's like, "Sweetie, we got to get out of here. Let's go." And she's like, "Ew, get off me!" It's like, "Ew, who are you?"
Ew, creep.
Yeah. She's like, "Ma'am, I'm trying to save your fucking life.
I'm on Instagram Live, you pig." Damn, this is a dangerous, active shooter event. You need to get out of here. No, fuck you, boomer.
Yeah. No, but seriously, I've been having to like watch, not having to, I don't want to make it sound like a chore,
right?
But I've been being sent a lot of TikToks lately because I've started an amorous relationship with a younger woman.
A 14-year-old.
Listen, we actually...
Dom's pulling the Jerry Seinfeld, dude. He's going...
Wait, what time is it? Shit, I was supposed to pick her up from softball practice. We gotta wrap this episode up.
Listen, her fucking algebra teacher gets really pissed if she has to stay late because I don't pick her up.
If she gets another detention, she's gonna get...
Dude, she reads at like a 9th grade level. It's pretty impressive for someone her age.
Tyler Lozier and Dominic Tristan Antos, you're being hereby sentenced.
Whoa, why am I being
to 2
sentenced?
counts of capital incitement of violence and
okay,
underage.
that one I'll take that one. No, I'll take the incitement of violence.
All right.
You're doing the.
Listen, you take the heat on the cat.
You're the one cruising around the local park in a white van, dude. Not me.
All right, how much time's left in this fucking?
I think it's about time to wrap it up, actually.
My favorite time of the show.
All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you missed us. We'll be back next week, unless we're in,
It's closing time.
Unless the ATF kicks down our door and puts us in zip ties. But yeah, if we get black bagged, that's not.
Guys, we're running on a weekly basis on whether we want to do this anymore. So, stay tuned.
If we get black bagged, that's how I wanted the show to end anyway. So I'm happy.
All right, let's fucking go, huh?
Yeah. Follow us on Twitter at the CBW Pod. Visit us online, thecouldbeworspod.com. YouTube thing. I don't know. It's been a while. I'm rusty. Dom, anything to add?
Could Be Worse is not a written show. She's not 14. She's probably in her 20s. Don't worry about it. That's all.
Yeah. There's, we're just kidding. About everything.
Yeah, we're just kidding.
Bye.